a guy like Breezy?
Good. It's exciting. I mean, I think you think about this program and the running back history that we've had here. I think about a kid like him who can come in and, continue to grow and develop and have an impact over the course of his time here, especially with watching the jumps that he's taken from his junior year to his senior year. He is going to be a special player, and excited to have him as a Bronco.
You've seen him in person. His first physical appearance kind of reminded me of Ashton a little bit. I mean, he just looks physically different than a lot of probably high school seniors. I mean, is he a guy that's ready to potentially come in and compete right away, kind of like Ashton was?
That's a good question. I think I didn't have that answer, when Ashton touched down on campus. I think, over the course of fall camp, talking to you guys, I was like, oh, yeah, this kid's pretty good. And, obviously we get a chance to go through not spring ball with Breezy, but fall camp again with Breezy. I guess I was talking spring ball with Ashton, but during fall camp, I'll have a better idea just how he's picking everything up and, how, he's kind of assimilating to what we need him to do on offense. But I definitely think, if you're talking about ability and, just physical presence, I can see it.
What is it specifically in terms of his game and just whether you saw him in person or on tape that you do think translates well to your guys' offense and for him to come in and contribute a little?
Yeah, just, his ability to change directions, his ability to, keep his balance through tackles and, be that guy that can run through tackles. And then I think most importantly, just what I call his transition, his ability to go from that jump cut or speed cut to full speed and be able to take it the distance.
Fans are obviously a little nervous the last couple of weeks when the Colorado offer came and, some of the social media stuff. I assume you guys were having really good conversations. Was there any late push from some schools or you feel pretty good about it the whole time? Yeah.
It's recruiting in 2023. There's always a late push from schools, and you hopefully as a staff, you feel like you hope you do your due diligence and making sure you're building those relationships with the families and the people in their circle. I really felt good because I've been in those conversations where it goes dark, a week before signing day, and you're like, well, this is not good, but it never went dark, and the communication was always crystal clear, and a credit to his family and a credit to Breezy. They were always up front and always were in communication with us, and I never felt like we were in that, well, hopefully everything's okay, but it is what it is, man. You got to prepare for it, and like you said, you hope your work from the beginning has paid off to where you're not trying to catch up at the end.
He called you kind of a father figure to him almost. He said that the relationship you built with him for the past year was really important to him. How do you look at your relationship with him?
Yeah, obviously as a coach, you want to be a mentor. You want to be a guy that you hope that the players in your room feel like they can lean on for advice and, feel like, whether it's good or bad, you're going to be honest with them. So I'd have to say I do feel like that relationship is strong and that bond is strong. And that's, one of the reasons, he decided to come to Boise State, but it's not just me. He feels that overall. He's getting that consistent message from all the coaches that have been involved in talking to him over the course of this process. So I'm really excited for Breezy. This program should be really excited for Breezy, and obviously Bronco Nation and the fans, they really should be, because you're getting a character kid, a quality kid that's a really, really good football player and has a great upside.
You saw obviously what Ashton did in the bowl game to finish strong. Now that the season's over, how impressive was what he did coming in as a true freshman, and what's kind of your excitement level for him moving forward?
Extremely impressive. You go back and, you're getting through the season, trying to get these kids better week after week, and, you go back and you look at it and, Ashton's at 800 yards or whatever he ended up with, and you're like, well, that's impressive. It's not one of those things you kind of pay attention to, week after week by week. But I will say this, the person, when you think about Ashton, his work ethic, how he treats his teammates, how he treats the other people in the room, how he wants to compete at practice, the way he works at practice. I am so excited for, what the future holds for him. Not just as a football player, but off the field as well as a person, because that's the quality of what we are able to recruit and help flourish and promote here at Boise State.
Did George tweak something, or was that always kind of the plan for George to get those carries and let Ashton kind of take over there in that game?
No, I think he kind of I don't know exactly what happened, but you know, it was kind of like, well, can he go? And it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it's
so
like
that wasn't the plan.
No,
Okay.
no, that was not the plan. I wanted both those guys to enjoy that experience and enjoy being out there on the football field together. You know, you never have a plan like, hey, you'll be out the rest of the game and we'll let him play. That's not how we coach.
In terms of, I know not knowing about George's future, at least we don't know about it, but
Yeah.
how do you look at the depth at the running back room going forward, and obviously what we saw from Noah, coming in and producing, and I don't know if Crow's planning to come back or what's kind of going on, but how do you feel about the running back depth?
Yeah, I feel it's really good. I think obviously you add a guy like Breezy, and like you said, T. Crow has come in and done some things. Noah's done some things. Excited about what Caden Dudley's going to do down the pipe. We got Breezy coming in, and what Ashton has done so far this season. You just hope to build upon. So you feel good about it, but it's football and it's college football and it's a running back position. You know how this thing goes, man. You never know what it's going to look like as you get through the season. But I'm excited for where we're at.
And final thing, I know it was a shorter period of recruiting, but any good stories from the recruiting trail the last couple of weeks? I don't know if you had a flat tire or missed a flight.
Missed a flight. I'm trying to think. Do we have anything?
Have to go into some remote area to find something?
Well, it's not necessarily that. I think there was at one point, I woke up in, where was I at? I woke up in Arizona, ended up in California, and then I was coming back home to Idaho. And it's just like, I think Andy talked about it, you just, like you're on this mission of school to school and state to state, and just the ability to walk into home with the vibe of how excited you are to be a part of Boise State and why Boise State is so special for your family to be a part of. That's the cool thing about doing this job, and knowing that I think about a guy like Darian Thompson, who I was able to see over the course of being down there for the bowl game, and knowing his story, and seeing he's a dad now, has 4 kids, and just that kind of stuff is pretty cool.
Did you kind of like I know it was a crazy 4 or 5 days, but did you almost like it better to do it all in 1 week like that instead?
Yeah, I would. I mean, yeah, because hey, you got it done, and you knew you were done once it finished, so it was cool.
And I guess it means you were in the title game. So.
Yeah, exactly, which is a great thing. It's a great thing.